Welcome to Breaking the Silence After Midnight. What keeps you up at night? This is the podcast where sleepless thoughts find space to be heard. And tonight we're dealing with money worries that speak louder than sleep. You know those thoughts. How am I going to pay for this? What if another unexpected expense comes up? Am I saving enough? Will I ever get out from under this debt? Now, during the day, we may be able to keep those questions in the background. We work, handle our responsibilities, talk with family, and tell ourselves that we will deal with the numbers later. But after midnight, when the house is all quiet and distractions disappear, those financial concerns have become impossible to ignore. The numbers begin just circling around in our minds, and before long, that worry starts calculating our value based upon what we owe, what we earn, what we have saved, or what we have not yet accomplished. But your financial circumstances are something you are just experiencing. They are not the definition of who you are. Now, tonight's episode is personal. Instead of welcoming a guest, I'm going to share a story, a message that reminds us not to confuse our financial net worth with our personal worth, because no matter what the balance sheet says, you are not your net. Now, has this ever happened to you before? You hear that buzzing of the phone in the darkness. It has with me, and I struggle to grab it before it wakes somebody else up. But instead, I fumble across the nightstand, I knock over the remote, and then, of course, that accidentally turns on the television. Well, he's awake now. Squinting in that sudden light, he says, "What the heck?" Who's texting in the middle of the night? Now, irritated by both the question and the text, I hiss. Like you have to ask. You know, it's not like it's the first time. I begin reading the message. It's less like a text and more like a laundry list. Overdue bills, growing debt, and unmet responsibilities. And it always ends the same. This is the last time I'm going to ask for help. But you know, we knew it wasn't going to be the last. So even after I put the phone down, the message remains wide awake in my mind. That was when I first recognized how deeply financial worry can affect a person's emotional well-being and everyone's ability to sleep. It affects the person who needs help, the person being asked for help, and the relationships caught somewhere in the middle. Financial stress does not politely wait until the morning. It climbs into bed with us. It tightens our shoulders. It stiffens our necks, races through our minds, and then whispers, "Oh, how will I pay for this? What if I can't fix it? What will people think of me?" And eventually, financial worry can make us confuse what we have with who we are. But hey, I am here to remind you that you are not your net. Your net worth is simply the total value of what you own minus what you owe. It's a calculation, not a character evaluation. A negative balance doesn't mean that you're a negative person. A low credit score does not mean you have a low value. And a financial mistake doesn't mean that your whole life is a mistake. Your net worth may describe your current financial position, but it can never define your identity, your intelligence, potential, or your purpose. So let's start here. There are 3 simple steps. We're going to start with name the numbers. Then we'll move to engage your network, and then take small steps. So financial fear grows in the darkness. When we avoid opening a bill, checking a balance, or discussing debt, our imagination often creates something even more frightening than the numbers themselves. Naming the numbers means looking honestly at what we own, what we owe, and what we earn, and what we spend, without attaching shame to any of it. Instead of saying, I'm a failure, we can say, I have financial challenge. Instead of saying, I'll never get out of debt, we can say, I owe this amount, but I'm creating a plan to reduce it. One statement attacks your identity, the other identifies a problem that can be addressed. Naming the numbers also makes it easier for couples and family members to discuss money without blame, judgment, or defensiveness. Choose a calm time, not when a bill has just arrived, and definitely not in the middle of the night. Begin with a shared goal. I want us to feel more secure. I want us to understand where we are. I want us to work through this together. Use we more than you. Ask what happened before accusing. What were you thinking? Discuss the facts, listen to the fears behind them, and agree on one next step. But remember, supporting someone struggling financially does not mean repeatedly rescuing them. You can be compassionate and still establish boundaries. You can offer guidance without becoming the entire financial plan. After all, you can't sacrifice your own neck for someone else's neck. You cannot destroy your own health, peace, or financial stability while trying to hold up someone else's world. Now that you're thinking about this, let's move to engage your network. Your net worth may tell you something about your finances, but your network can help you discover new possibilities. As I often say, and I said it in my past book, networking isn't collecting contacts. It's recognizing that success is never a solo achievement. A meaningful network is not simply a list of names or social media connections. It's a community of people who exchange knowledge, encouragement, opportunities, and support. The right relationship may lead to a new career opportunity, a business partnership, or a client referral. Someone in your network may introduce you to reliable information about investing or taxes or budgeting or even real estate. Sometimes the person who opens a new door will come from an entirely different industry or social circle. This is why I say the nuances of networking involve nurturing a few to meet the needs of many. The goal is not to know everybody in your network. The goal is to nurture authentic relationships with people who bring different knowledge, different experiences, and different perspectives. But networking must begin with the right mindset. First, give before you ask. Strong relationships are built through mutual value, not through constantly taking. Second, build trust. People do business with and recommend people that they know. like, and trust. And third, diversify your connections. If everyone in your circle knows exactly what you know, your network may simply echo your limitations. Different connections can reveal opportunities that you never knew existed. However, giving first does not mean giving endlessly. Healthy networks depend on reciprocity, respect, boundaries. Your network should be a source of support, not another source of strain. So this takes us to our third step, and that is take small steps. When financial problems feel enormous, we often believe that we need an enormous solution, but progress rarely happens in giant leaps. It happens through small steps, repeated consistently. One small step might mean reviewing your bank account instead of avoiding it. Another might mean canceling one unnecessary expense. It can mean automatically transferring a small amount into your savings, paying a little extra toward one debt, contacting a financial professional, or asking someone in your network about a job opportunity. The amount may seem small, but the action is significant because it tells your mind, I am no longer ignoring this. I am doing something about it. Your first goal does not need to be become financially free. Make it specific and manageable. By Friday, I'll list everything I owe. And beginning next payday, I will save $25 from every check. This month, I'll pay an additional $50 towards one debt. Or by Tuesday, I will schedule a conversation with a financial professional. A vague worry just keeps circling. But a specific goal gives that worry somewhere to land. And that can help us to sleep. Before going to bed, write down the financial concerns that troubling you. Decide it, write one action you could take, and when will you take it? Then give yourself permission to stop working on it for the night. Remind yourself, I have acknowledged the problem. I have identified the next step. I don't have to solve my entire financial life before I go to sleep. That nighttime text taught me that money worries are rarely just about money. They're also about fear, responsibility, relationships, boundaries, and self-worth. But no matter what appears on a bank statement, credit report, or late night text, remember this: your net worth is a calculation only. Your net worth is a community, but neither one is your identity. So name the numbers without naming yourself. Engage your network without sacrificing yourself. Take one small step, then another. You're more than what you own. You are more than what you owe. And you are not your net. You are the person learning how to mend it. And you deserve to rest while you do. Financial worry may speak louder after midnight, but it doesn't deserve the final word. Now, in closing, tonight we were reminded that you are not your net. Your debt is not your identity. Your bank balance is not your value. A difficult financial season does not determine the rest of your story. But quieting financial worry requires more than simply telling ourselves not to worry. We have to name the numbers because what we avoid often feels larger and more frightening than what we're willing to face. We have to engage our network because asking for guidance, asking for encouragement or accountability is not a sign of failure. It's a decision to stop struggling in silence. We have to take small steps because progress rarely happens in giant leaps. It happens through small steps repeated consistently. One number named, one conversation started, one manageable action taken. That may not solve everything tonight, but it can help you wake up tomorrow with greater clarity, courage, and control. And remember, you can't sacrifice your own neck for somebody else's net. Protect your health, protect your peace, then begin addressing your finances one honest, intentional step at a time. Now, thank you for joining me for another episode of Breaking the Silence After Midnight, what keeps you up at night. And next time, we will be addressing the unspoken words that keep us awake as we explore relationship conflict and the conversations that continue long after everyone has gone to bed. So until then, when your worries begin speaking after midnight, remember, you have a voice and you have the power to answer back. Good night, and may tomorrow bring you one step closer to peace.
Classy Communications provides public relations and marketing solutions for businesses, professionals, and nonprofit organizations. They can deliver the true meaning of your business with press releases, social media marketing, web development, email marketing, book publishing, and much more. Wherever your potential clients are, they can help you connect with them. Visit classycommunications.net to learn more about their suite of services that can help your business stand out from the rest. Classy Communications is your solution for business success. PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.